guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Healthy Cooking with Shayda, where I teach you how to make simple, healthy, delicious plant-based meals that are salt, oil, and sugar-free. With the warm weather that we've been having and the abundance of watermelon and the tropical fruits that are out there, this makes way for delicious, delicious salad that I'm about to show you. This is called my tropical watermelon salad, and it's a take on a salad that we used to make when I was a little girl growing up in Iran. Now back then when my grandmother, my mom used to make this salad, it would be watermelon, fresh mint, lime juice, feta cheese. But now that I've gone 100% plant-based, I don't do feta cheese anymore. And in fact, one of the reasons that I went on this plant-based journey was because I actually became allergic to dairy products, which was a good thing because now I'm much healthier and much better for it. And what else did we used to add to that salad? We had walnuts, and we had a few other things. But today I'm going to show you a take on that, where I'm just going to make it with watermelon, blueberries, and pineapple. And we're going to add some fresh mint, and we're going to add some walnuts to that with a little bit of lime juice. And it makes for a beautiful presentation, so you can take this to any family potlucks, you could take it to barbecues, you could take it to picnics, and you could, if anything, enjoy it yourself. So what you want to do is you want to get a nice, ripe, seedless watermelon, which I went yesterday and I cut it up, and I cut it up into cubes. So this is approximately about 4 cups of watermelon. It could be more, it could be less. There is no right or wrong, when making this salad. You could put as much watermelon in there as you like, and you could put less. And so what I've learned about picking a good watermelon is that you want to make sure that on one end of it, you do see that yellow highlight on the back of it. And then also when you're tapping it, you hear that little hollow noise. And, I don't know if when I was tapping it, if it was really making that noise or not, but for whatever reason, I got lucky, and this watermelon is so sweet and it's so delicious that my girl Erin is here, my buddy, and she was telling me it tastes like I added sugar to it, but hey, she knows me. I'm not going to add sugar to it. And in the scheme of things, I didn't want to bore you guys with sitting here and cutting a watermelon. But it's pretty easy to cut a watermelon, and all you would have to do is you want to make sure that you cut one end of it and it makes it flat, and then you could turn it over when it's flat, and then you could start cutting all the way around it on the other side. And it's fairly easy. You want to make sure that when you're cutting this that you have even sized cubes. I just think it makes the salad prettier. If you were to ask my mom, she'd be like, the heck with it, just put it all together. It doesn't matter if the cubes are about the same size or not. We're going to eat it. And part of that is true, but I like things that are pretty. I like things that are uniformed. I like things that are cut in about the same size of shapes and in cubes. So make sure that when you're cutting your watermelon, you try to get it to be cut at about the same size. So I've got about approximately 4 cups of watermelon in here. To that, I'm going to add some fresh blueberries. Now, I don't know, there might be about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of fresh blueberries in here. Again, it really doesn't matter. To that, we're going to add some fresh pineapple. Now you could substitute, for those of you that don't like pineapple, you could put mango in here. Mango is just as delicious. So, but make sure that whatever you're putting in here, again, make sure they're cut about the same size. So I've got, I don't know, it's approximately about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of pineapple in here. And if you look at this, if we start to toss this just a tad bit, this looks really pretty with all the colors that are in here. Let me show it to you. I mean, you can see that, that's all gorgeous. Now to this, we're going to add some cucumbers. Now what I like to use is the Persian cucumbers, and it's not because I'm Persian, but it's just because it tastes absolutely delicious. So we're going to chop it up. Again, you want to chop this up into cubes. I guess if you wanted to shred it, you could, but it might get too watery when you start to shred it, so I think the cubes would work out better. You could do slices in here. Now some people would add onion to this, but this doesn't need it. I don't think it needs it, but again, if that's what you want to add and that's what you like, by all means. So I have here, I use two, they're about a 6-inch or something, medium size Persian cucumbers. If you cannot find the Persian cucumbers, then I would recommend that you use the English cucumber. That's always a nice replacement for the Persian cucumbers. You don't want to use the other cucumbers because they're too watery. There's way too many seeds in them. Whereas the English and the Persian cucumber, you're not going to find that many seeds in them. And then you're just going to add that to your salad. We're going to just toss this up a little bit more. The other thing you're going to add to this, like I said, is your walnuts. Now, if you don't want to add walnuts, you certainly don't have to add walnuts, but I just find that people like the flavor and what it does, and maybe it's because of the fat, and people like that. Now, if you wanted to, you certainly could add avocado to this if you wanted to. You don't, whatever you like. The other thing that we're going to add to this is fresh mint, because fresh mint just makes everything taste delicious. I'm using my herb scissors because watch what it does. It just makes it so pretty to add. And you're just going to get like these beautiful specks in here. And if you'd like to know where to get the shredded, the herb scissors, you can go to my Amazon affiliate page on my page. And you can check it out there. The link will be posted for you guys so you can see it. And if you decide to get it, I just find that it makes these beautiful shreds. I don't know if you can see it, but it makes these beautiful shreds in here. And it just makes it easier. But if you've got great knife skills, then by all means, go ahead and use the knife and go for it. These recipes will be posted on my website, and if you haven't checked out my website, please check it out at healthycookingwithshayda.com, where you will find a lot of other simple, healthy, delicious recipes. And please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and giving us a thumbs up if you like our videos. We certainly would appreciate that. Let's see what else goes in here. So that's that as far as, and again, the mint is as much as or as little as you want. And we're going to take all this goodness out. Be careful when you're taking the mint from the scissors, because the scissors are really sharp, and if you swipe it like this, you're going to cut your arm off, or you're going to cut your fingers, and that's not going to be any fun. The other thing we're going to add to this is a little bit of lime juice. This is fresh limes that my mom went ahead and juiced ahead of time for me. God bless her for doing that. And we're just going to add a little bit of that to here. And it just makes it nice and refreshing. And then we're going to toss all this together. And I would make this ahead of time if you're deciding to take this somewhere, because that way the flavors and everything could marinate, and it'll just make it a little bit tastier. And that's it for this salad. So, let me show this to you. And that's it for our tropical watermelon salad. I hope that you have enjoyed this episode. Remember, it's all about one bite at a time and one meal at a time when you're on this plant-based journey. Thank you for being with us here today. Make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you soon. Thank you again.